run the LINPEAS also. You can upload the LINPEAS and you can run it, and you will find some interesting thing regarding Mozilla Firefox, because whenever you enter into the Mozilla Firefox and you save your password, the passwords are saved in the profile directory of Mozilla Firefox. So in this machine, you will, once you run the LINPEAS or other enumeration tool, you will find that there are passwords in Mozilla Firefox. So how you will see that, cd /app data. Inside app data there is roaming, and inside roaming there is Mozilla /Firefox /profiles. Hit enter, and directory, and this is the directory where you find the credentials. So cd and the directory name, come here, hit enter. Okay, now so there are two files. One is key4.db and another one is logins.json. We need these two files to see the passwords. So if you say type logins.json, so you will find this file as clear text, but the username and passwords are encrypted. So you can see, and from here you will find one more subdomain, which is slack.streamio.htb. I already created that record in my etc host file. So now we need to just decrypt these passwords. Okay, and you can do this with there is a tool. So Firefox password cracker GitHub. If you search like this, you will find this tool, ffpwt cracker and Firefox decrypt. So any of these tools you can execute that, although I will go for another approach. Fine, and the approach is like I'm going to come here. Let's just clear this part. So xfree rdp, and let's see what are the switches there. Clear xfree rdp space -h. Close this client also. So /u, which is going to be the username. So the username of my Windows machine is admin, and the password space /p, and then you just need to, so the password is something of my machine, and then /v, which is going to be the IP address of my machine. So 192.168.10.101, and the default port for Windows Remote Desktop is 3389. I already copied these two files to my Windows machine. Now what we need to do here, we just need to copy these two files and go to C. Inside C you need to go to the users. Inside users, this is my user, and view options, view, and I want to show the hidden files, and there you should see app data, which is here. Roaming, go to the same location, Firefox, Mozilla. So this is Mozilla. Inside Mozilla there are Firefox, profiles, and this is my profile. So I'm going in here, and I also have here, as you can see, key4 database file and logins. So I'm just going to change the name of this file. Let's say from 4 I will say 6, and also let's say logins, change its name to logins underscore backup 6. Fine. And now here I am just going to paste these two files, Control V, and now you can see these two files are here. That's it. Now just we need to open the Firefox. So the Firefox is there. We just need to go to the passwords, and in the password you can see all these passwords are here, and you can see the passwords in clear text. The first password is admin, the first user is admin and its password is this. The second user is Nick and its password is this. The third user is Yoshihide and its password is this. So this is a simple way to do that. If you want to use a tool, you can use the tool. So now I just need to create two lists here. Come here, come here. So the first user is admin, second user is Yoshihide, the third user is Nick37, the fourth user is JDGODD, and is there any other user? Just 4 users are there. Fine. So we have all 4 users here. Save that and save it as users.txt and hit enter. Now just create another file for passwords. So the first password is this. Copy that, come here, come here, paste that. Okay, we can, okay, for Nick, copy, come here, paste that. The third password is for Yoshihide, copy, come here, paste it, and the fourth password is this. This is same, so copy that again, paste that. Fine. So we have all 4 passwords, and I'm going to save this file as passwords.txt. Hit enter. Fine. Now I'm just going to close this. We don't need now. So we have users and passwords file. Users and passwords. That's it. Now we need to check out actually which user is actual user, and we will do that with crackmap.exec. So because SMB was there, port 445 was there, so we will verify the user credentials, the genuine user credentials from that by using SMB. Fine. So crackmap.exec SMB, IP address of the target, which is this, space -u. For the user list we specify here space -p for the password list, and just hit enter. As we hit enter, we will get results, so clear that. Now it will match all the users with all the passwords, and as you can see, this username password is wrong, this username password is wrong. So at last we got one genuine username and password, and as you can see here, this is the username and this is the genuine password for this user. Fine. So I'm going to take this in account, copy, Control Shift C, come back here and just paste that. Fine, like this, save it. Fine. So now just test it with accessing SMB share. So SMB client space -L. Oh, come on. We must specify space -U. The username is JDGod. Hit enter, and the password we already have it here. Copy, paste that, hit enter, and yeah, we can access the SMB shares. Although there is no SMB share which is interesting. These are all the default one, but the username and password is correct. That is the thing. Fine. Now let's go back, and what we will do now, we have valid user which is Nick, this user. So we need to enumerate this system more, and how we will enumerate that system is we are going to actually execute Bloodhound and Bloodhound Pi version of it. Okay, Control C, yes, clear. So if you come here, clear, cd slash, actually, okay, so cd slash opt, hit enter, and I already cloned the repository for Bloodhound, so I will share the link for the Bloodhound Python, and you can get that link from the description section. So cd bloodhound.py, if I say ls, you can see bloodhound.py is there. So let's just run it, bloodhound.py, and we need to run it with the Python. So Python bloodhound.py, and then we need to specify, okay, I want to show you all the switches. Python slash opt slash bloodhound slash bloodhound.py space -h. So these are the switches. The first thing, you need to specify bloodhound.py, then space -c for the collection method. What you actually want to enumerate, this is the collection method. So you want to enumerate users, groups, local admins, sessions, trusts, okay, and computers, no computer connection, DCOM, RDP, PS remoting, logged on, and object properties, ACLs, access control list, and all. So here I'm going to use the collection method all like this. Then we need to specify the username. So we already have a genuine user which is Nick37, and we have the genuine password for the Nick, which we can see from here. This is the password. So I'm going to get that password, copy, come here and paste that. So here, after specifying the password, we need to specify the domain with space -d, and the domain is StreamIO.htb. Then space -dc, which is domain controller, means the host name. So space -dc, and the domain controller name is dc. And fully qualified domain name is going to be this .htb. The last thing, we need to specify the name server. So space -ns, and again the name server IP is 10.10.11.158, which is the same as the target, and space hyphen DNS timeout, let's say 10 seconds. Fine. So just hit enter, and it is going to generate 4 files. The first file, all those files have JSON format, and the first file is for users, second file is for groups, third file is for domain, and fourth file is for computers. So as you can see here, it found one domain, and now it's create the file for the domain. Then it creates it find one computer, and it is going to generate the file. First it will enumerate that, and it will generate the file, JSON file. Now it is going to generate the users.json file, and then it is going to generate the groups.json file, and all those files you will find from where you are executing this. So if we come to the file system, go to opt, and then let's say bloodhound.py, and you can see these files. It's generating these files. So once it's completed, we will copy these files and put in the directory wherever we want. And here we got error. So let's see, we go back to the desktop, Hackthebox and StreamIO. Let's run it from here. So Python, everything is okay, just need to add a path here. Opt bloodhound, yeah, that's it. Hit enter. Let's delete these two. So now as you can see here, it's completed the process and we have these two files. So the first one is user file, second one is group, domain and computers. So let's go and we will explore each of these files one by one. So this is the first file. This is users, and here you can see this is the domain name and this is the domain SID. Fine. So the user, the first user is Martin user, Sam account Martin, not interested. Now what this user has the access means the ACL. So what permissions that user have? For owns, that access owns, inherit is false. Okay. Right name, generic right, inherit is false. Right owner is false. This is very, very important. Because you can see here what user have what permissions. So all extended right false, everything is false for Martin users, right? You can see all these are false here. Right DACL is false, everything is false. Now come to the other user, and this time this is KRB Kerberos ticketing, ticket granting ticket. So this is not interested for me. Switch to another user, and this time we have Nick 37. So go down, also check all these parameters. Again here you can see all these privilege, inherit is false, on generic false. Okay, generic all false. Add key credential link true but not interesting. Generic all true but generic right true, owner true, DACL true. Okay. Group. Okay, so Nick user is interesting. Nick 37 is interesting because it has many permissions and the inherit is true for it. So for me Nick is okay. Next user is JD God, and if we go down again, owns false, generic false, add link true, this true, generic all true, generic right true, right owner is true, right DACL is again true. So this user is also interesting for me. Now in the last you will know why a user will work for privilege acceleration and another one is not able to escalate the privilege to the administrator user. So okay, third user is Yoshi Hyde, and for Yoshi Hyde you can see add link is true, right owner true, right DACL true. Okay, so this could be, again, this user can also be, this user can also be interesting in terms of privilege escalation. Now administrator. So administrator is administrator and we can skip that. guest we don't need. Okay, so this is finished. I'm going to close now user.php, users.json. Okay, let's open another one, which is groups.json. Now here, DNS update. Okay, if we run here a command which is net groups, so we have these groups, right? And there is one group which we saw before, which is interesting, is core staff. So let's try to find out this group and we will see who is the member of this group. Okay, you can see for this DNS update proxy, there is no member of this group. Another group is core staff. This is the second group, and you can see there are members. Who is the member of this group? This user is the member of core staff group, and this is the unique ID for the user. So if we copy this and go back to the users.json and we control F and just paste that, hit enter. So you can see we have this object identifier here in the users.json file. This is the user. JD God user is the member of this core staff group, right? Let's go further. And one more important thing here is, same like users have permissions and privileges, similarly we can apply the permissions and we can apply the access on the groups also, and whatever user is the member of that group, all the permissions which apply on a group is already inherited to that user also. So if we go to see the SS of this core staff user, you can see these all are false, but generic all is true, generic write is true, write owner is true, and WriteDACL is true. And that's why you see here that for JD user all these rights are true. Fine. So we have one more interesting clue. The clue is core staff group is there, and who is the member of this group is JD God, this user. And other important part here is you have write owner, which is true, and you have WriteDACL. These two. You also have other like generic all and all, but for me these two are most important in this case, in this situation where we stand, because we have the username and password for the JD God user, and we have these two access inherit permission true. So that's why this JD user is a more eligible user for the privilege escalation. If we let's go and see a bit more to the groups. Other group is like DNS admins, but there is no member of DNS admin. The third one is SQL server, but there is no member for SQL server, right? There is enterprise key, but there is no member. So I hope you get the point and why we choose JD God user for the privilege escalation. Now, as well as the write name is concerned, which is WriteDACL. So first of all, I don't need now bub suite, so just close this and come here. We can write here WriteDACL abuse. Here you go, or privilege escalation, whatever you want. Okay, there are a bunch of, but I would suggest you to see this hack tricks DACL abuse. and the permission abuse. A lot of resources are there over internet. You can go there. So as you can see, it's showing the screenshots too. Okay. Leave that one. Come here. ACL, ACEs. Okay, here what we are looking for is Control F. Let's say WRIT, write DACL. So this is write DACL plus write owner, and these two we got in the group. So as you can see, first of all, we can examine it with this command of the PowerShell. So you can take hold of this command, come here, go to the walkthrough.txt and just paste that and change a little bit. Here we need to put, let's say, come here, Control F, core staff. So you can take all of this, just copy that, come here and just change it up to here. Is that right? Rest of the things are going to be same. So let's take this command, copy, go here on the evil WinRM shell and just paste that, hit enter, and as you can see, StreamIO JDGod. So now we are confirmed that this is the user which we are going to use for privilege escalation. Now what we need here, before going further, we need the Power View script on this target, and the Power View script we already have here in OPT folder. So if you come here, cd .. /powersploit ls, inside recon, I think cd recon ls, and yeah, there is Power View. So let's go. We will try to upload it. So upload, and what we need to upload is opt / Power View / recon and inside recon we have this powerview.ps1. so just copy that, come back here, paste it here and hit enter. Okay, now let's just confirm one time. Yeah, powerview.ps1 is there. We need to import the module, so import -module, and what module we need to import is powerview.ps1. hit enter and it's imported successfully. Let's just create the script here. So cred let's say, so first of all, password. So password is equal to convert, and convert to hyphen secure string, secure strings g secure string, and then we need to specify the username and password. So jdgodd, not jdgodd, its password is, yeah, jdgodd, this one. It's better to copy paste. So copy it, paste that, and then space hyphen as plain text. Fine. Space hyphen force. Okay, now we need to create another variable, let's say cred, and here I'm gonna say new object, yeah, new object space hyphen type. So it's gonna be system dot management dot automation dot shields. Okay, and then we need to specify StreamIO and the username JD God, and its password. So you can specify the password because we already create the password here and convert it to the secure string. Sorry, it should be string. Yeah. So we need to specify this variable here, PASSWORD. These all the things you will find here once you go to abuse it. Okay. Modify object SEs and give attacker full control right over the object. Next one is here. We already did that. We are in this phase. So this we already did. We don't need that. We just have the password. So it depends on the situation. Like you already have the password for JD. Abuse. WriteDACL plus write owner. Come here. Abuse WriteDACL. So yeah, this one. So what I'm writing here, this is similar to this, like identity, member, version, principal, identity. Fine. So new object, we are just giving the system management automation PS credential like this, and then the same command what we have here, add domain, object ACL, and the target identity and the principal identity similarly. So add domain object ACL space hyphen credential. Credential is gonna be cred, which we already created here, just passing the variable space hyphen target identity, and target identity is we have core staff. Fine. And space hyphen principal identity similarly here, like principal identity. Okay, so principal identity, principal identity, yeah, everything is right. Now the principal identity is going to be name, so StreamIO slash JD God, right? That's it. The next step is to identify, give the identity, this one. So just copy this, come back here and paste that. Now my ID, not IT desk, my ID is core staff, because this is the group name, core staff. Then members, who is the member of this group? So of course this user is the member of this group. So copy, come here and paste that. Fine. And space hyphen verbose, instead of this we just need to pass the credentials like this. So copy that, come here and paste that. That's it. So we need to execute this command one by one. But one more thing, once we use this command, okay, just after executing all these commands, we just need to run the LAPSDUMPER. So LAPSDUMPER will collect the password for administrator. Okay, so I already have LAPSDUMPER with me. Opt LAPSDUMPER. I will provide the link in the description section. You can get it from there. You just need to clone that repository and then execute it. So let's go. We are here and everything is done. So this is the first command. Paste that, hit enter. Okay. This is the second command. Copy that, paste that. Okay, executed successfully. This is the third one. I doubt in this one. Yeah, I doubted on this command because if we see add domain object ACL, and then we provide credential credential, then target identity. Yeah, so there is the problem. So target identity. Now copy that, come back, paste this command again, hit enter. Oh, again target identity core staff space hyphen principal. Oh, come on, a lot of spelling mistake. Identity. Yeah, save it, copy, come back here, paste that, hit enter. This time, yeah, it runs successfully. Now before executing this, I'm gonna check the spellings. Add domain group member identity core staff members, and this seems perfect. So just copy that, come here and paste that also, hit enter. So as we hit enter and it's successfully run, now I'm going to cd/opt/ LAPSDUMPER, this one, hit enter, clear, and let's run the labs. So labs.py space -u for the username, and the username we have is jd-god space -p for the password, and the password we have here is this is the password for jd-god user. Come here, paste that, and then simply just domain name StreamIO.htv and just hit enter, and we got the password here. So just take this password, copy that, and run another avil-winrm. So avil-winrm space -i for the IP address 10.10.11.158 space -u for the username is gonna be administrator space -p for the password, and the password we have is this one, which I already copied and pasted here. Now that's it, just hit enter, and we logged in as administrator. We can verify it. Who am I? So I am StreamIO administrator. Now you can install here, you can put here, upload here Mimikatz, and you can go for the post exploitation. You can dump the hashes for the users and many things to do. So cd:/desktop Directory, there is nothing. Where is it? Desktop documents. In the desktop there is nothing. In the documents there is nothing. Cd dot dot directory, desktop documents. Let's see, cd downloads, directory, there is nothing. cd dot dot slash jd god, hit enter. Users jd god, because it does not exist. We saw something in users.json file. Who is administrator? There is a user who is administrator of the system. So let's say administrator, hit enter. Administrator at, no, not this one. Let's see, try here, net user Martin, enter. And yeah, this one, this user, this is what I want. I saw that this user is the local administrator of this machine, so maybe the root flag is in it. So cd dot dot slash Martin slash desktop, hit enter, and just say dir. And yeah, there is root flag. So type it, root.txt, hit enter, and this is the root flag. So that's it for this machine. I hope you understand, because few things I skipped because all those things are very time consuming, but I show you whatever I can. And if you have any query regarding anything of this machine or anything, you can put your query in the comment section and I will try to resolve it as soon as possible. Rest all the resources I will share in the description section, so you can get everything from there, even for the WriteDACL and all about this exploit. Fine, because it is not possible to cover each and everything and each and every theory portion too in these videos, because it's already very long. So see you in the next video. If you like the content, please like, subscribe and share.